Hey everybody, Shane Douglas Keene here. First I would like to say thank you to my hero, Sadie Hartman, for putting this amazing event together. Um, this is her second annual time doing this, and it's absolutely fucking fabulous, especially considering everything that um, we've all been through these last few years. Things like this give us all a nice break. And it's fun to share and to celebrate horror with each other, so here we are. Um, Uh, I'm going to read a few poems here, a couple excerpts, two full ones, something like that. Whatever I have time for. And that's it. Let's go. Let's celebrate horror. Um, this one is called God of Viscera and Mud. Will be published, I think, in October by Steve Vassallo. Bridges. Well, he'll correct me on it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll figure that out and give Sadie the info. Anyway, it's called The God of Viscera and Blood. Steve Vassallo's publishing it, and he has given me permission to read this one in full. The book is Weird Type Tales, and obviously that should give you an idea about what the whole thing is about. Okay. What if a shapeshift is not a transformation of flesh but of emotion? What if the mind of the monster is reconfigured before the flesh has memory? Maybe brain begets body, body begets brain, lifts it up out of the weak state, imagines your transition into beast so real, your body begins to conform to the monster who was always there made vivid and deadly. The mind makes the call, the demon inside answers, the love inside dies, and the lust is everything. The need to devour, to feast, unleashes the brain's desire to be wolf or bear or cat, or in this case, to follow the path of the pig, the feral razorback with a taste for meat made of man, and the means to rend it from bare white bone, needle tusk not meeting much resistance from the tender, fragile flesh of humanity, slopping fresh red blood like yesterday's cream corn, wallowing and rolling, rejoicing and worshipping the God of viscera and mud. Okay. Let's see. This is an excerpt of what's probably my favorite poem ever. It's out for consideration, but the person I've submitted it to has given me permission to read a part of it. It's called 7 Snapshots of a Broken Heart, and I'm going to show you 3 of those snapshots. She turns her back as if on to the next chore, as if she just finished folding laundry. Damn it. Start over. She turns her back as if on to the next chore, as if she had just finished folding the laundry, as if she hadn't just plunged a 5-inch blade repeatedly into the flesh of lust and brutality, as if she weren't dressed in blood like lace lingerie, standing sleekly naked and red before a breath-clouded window, smiling softly, humming a tuneless tune as she watches children make their way to wherever children go in the frosty morning. She holds her pale hand fluttery like a dove or flickering lamp across her barrenness, trying to retain what she no longer has, her womb now blessed only with darkness and sorrow, the scar on her hollowed-out heart unchallenged even by that on her skin, the mark of a scalpel flash, still livid, throbbing, red, enraged. His, she believes, are the hands of a lover, his eyes those of the wolf. She the fair flesh, sweet, succulent, fallen into his resuming gaze, roaming gaze, and floating the current to its source. The headwaters are treacherous, deadly, and soon enough she drowns in him, bequeathed to his selection of belongings forever and ever, till death, damnation, severs the thread that binds her to him. She worries the wolf will scent her silent cycle and take umbrage, add another fracture to the soul he's already shattered. Okay, well, I'm still doing this and not so terrified I'm running screaming into the void. Hey, what do you think of the beard? Purely by accident, by the way, I shaved all this off, so I had to go with it. Okay, this is called Chalk. It's coming up in Chiral Mad 5, which will be published by Written Backwards, I think next year now. But I'm not positive. I'd have to talk to Michael Bailey about that. If you see that for sale, buy that sucker. All proceeds go to Black Lives Matter, and it's important. Okay, this is called Chalk. And Bailey has given me permission to do this. When the lifeline ends, where the death line begins, do they always start that final outline at the same anatomical point of reference? The tip of a nose, the crook of an elbow, the middle finger, and a final salute? Do they finish with a ritualistic flair? Make the sign of Baphomet and throw the chalk over their shoulders? Knights Templar holding vigil against a merciless dead. Maybe it rolls on away into darkness, painting white highway lines for your ghost to travel down, or flares into distance, a laser beam to etch a horizon, reverse shooting star, dust to draw points on the skin of the cosmos, coalescing, falling back to earth, a pristine unused stick of purest chalk, a rocket ship for someone else's soul. And that one's not ready for prime time. So yeah, I guess that's about it for me, which is within the time frame. That makes me happy. If I can't figure out how to edit this, I hope Sadie can, because I doubt I'll get the courage to do this again. Thank you for listening. Again, Sadie, thank you very much for doing this, and thank you to everyone else who has agreed to contribute.